Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States. And we're going to be taking a look at some excerpts from the first episode of Road to Kingdom. It is the 90-second preview of each group or each team. And what's really fun is that I had the beautiful opportunity of reacting to the full episodes of this particular show. So a lot of my feedback, analysis throughout all of the challenges that you're going to be seeing released onto YouTube are going to be with that in mind. If you want to see these before they get released on YouTube, then Patreon is a really great place to see them, as well as if you want to see my full episode reactions and commentary that is refined to that, that'll also be there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out.
So this is ONF, on and off. Yeah. It really feels like we're doing, like, these are all remixes, which is really fun.
Love and life. You and I. 하나 둘 켜지는 불빛 깊은 잠에서 깨어 네가 내가 두어뒀던 오래된 그 진심을
Lighting's so fun for this. That was fun. Very enjoyable to see, you know. For me, I love me some good lighting. What can I say? Initial thoughts, I enjoyed it. It felt the most boy group out of all of them, I will say. The other ones did feel like we had a lot more of there was more creative in expression in terms of how they wanted to showcase their movement. But, you know, I think everybody's perspective is valid, and I think that's my favorite part about this challenge is that regardless of how simple or complex their concepts are, they're all justified. You know why? Because the challenge was showcase a 90-second performance that showcases who you are as a group. And I think, did they do that? I think so, you know. And so I feel like this is more of an introduction. I don't know if this is an official challenge. I mean, maybe it is, but I'm hopeful that they're not going to be, you know, ranked off of this. Like, if you could rank it, yeah, for me, I'm going to put dance as a more heavier, you know, preference in this, because dance helps with performance unless vocals are like your main point of it. But all that to say, you know, I really am a fan so far of everyone is meeting the criteria, and I love the fact that everyone is appreciating everybody's craft too. So from the top here, I do love how we kind of feel like we're all shaping a light, and then right there, boom, we fold it in, and then we have that pop action taking place with everybody branching out and around. So this little energy, or like the sound in the back, does remind me of this. There's a certain, oh my gosh, what is it called? Wait, on the way down the road, I think is what it's called, something like that. It's like it's a funk track. That's what it reminds me of. I love it. It definitely builds like this energy and wants you to, it's a little funky approach. Then they are taking a very like strict, like forceful approach to it, which is totally fine. And I like the choices of the camera, like, you know, allowing them to go one way and then move to another way. So this part right here does feel very much like a, you know, boy group performing, and that's absolutely fine. But I love how they take it to a different place. You know, they pick it up, they put it down, they rotate over to the side, great tension, and then they have them all fall down. You have the two that stay up. I love the opposing hair colors because it also helps for the opposition. Go through and they go and they pull away. And they branch away, having your four slowly come up. They're doing a fantastic job for being an even number as well. That's a big note too.
Love and
Yeah, boom, boom. I love that energy. That's cool. Yep, right there. And love the intentionality that a lot of them have when they're actually looking at their hand. Here's the thing. I'm a sucker for good head intention, right? So I know some of them are kind of just doing the movement. Others are looking at it. It makes me want to invest in what you're doing if you're looking at it yourself. It's a very simple psychological kind of thing that you can practice in dance, is that where you're looking, it makes me want to look there, good or bad. And I love right there. He looks up, boom, and then he looks front. Right there. We're getting ready to watch. Very nice to see that. And right there, bleeding it away. Really love the LEDs on the floor and on the walls. It really makes us feel like we're transported into another world. Right there, nice accent. And I like the fact they arena styled it because you have people on both sides. So they have this routine tailored to everybody. And I really like that. And they go out and around. Really nice framing of your feature going forward. Yeah, this gives, it is taking me, it has some Gen 2 vibes about it in a pretty good way, like just this kind of track, but it's because Gen 2, it does feel very nostalgic to me, so maybe it's just nostalgic in nature, and I can't pinpoint what exactly it is. Maybe NSYNC, I think some NSYNC kind of harmonies are kind of in play here, and I like it. I'm a fan. Yeah, and in the back, yeah, it gives off that kind of air, like the NSYNC era. And it feels like refreshing, and then they're building up the energy, which I like. Now for them, I feel out of all the groups, they moved, like their dance content is the least, but also I feel like they showcase themselves just as effectively, and that kind of reiterates my point, you know? So I do like this right here. Of course, they're an even number, so you do feel like it is a bit off balanced here. I say this every time. And so if you've heard me on my mini K-pop analysis, that is something that you're going to be like, yes, we've heard that. That's why it feels potentially a bit empty, is because it would be nice if there was another person there, but you have a point, so naturally you're gonna have it a bit off balance, but it looks great. Ding, 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 ding. I love that they're building up the energy, they're traveling the energy from the upper body, and they're building it for more and more full, and allowing that lower body to come into play with it too. I really like that choice. And they're choosing to they're matching the music. They're not letting the music just fly away. They're trying to meet it and take control of it. And so when they pop off, right there, that was cool. And it can feel very overwhelming in a great way for us as a viewer whenever we see them match the energy of the track, because the track is building to a great place, and then how they choose to break it down is they do a really good job of breaking it down, and where they're looking with the ISOs is great. There's a boom, boom, ding, 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 ding. I really like that choice too. Yeah, swinging it through, ding, and then they doubled it, which was nice. Gracefulness. It's super fun. I definitely enjoy that. Yeah, boom, doom, doom. Really like that, how they built it down. Twisting it through. Yeah, da, 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 da. Really nice energy on that. Yeah, da, da. I love that choice too. Yep, and then noticing that they're creating a restrictiveness, but then a fullness of the legs to help make this feel more full. Even though if you're standing together and you do it, it's going to feel very internal. But because they've separated those legs and really had a really strong stance for everybody, that's what makes that feel so rigid but full. And energy, which is great on those basses that you're hearing. Yeah, dee 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 dee, boom. I really like that choice too. And then they slowly melt. So that was really fun, and I do love the fact that we have everybody in the back, you know, just kind of enjoying it. I just think it's fun and a really great circular kind of finish. So I love the camaraderie we're seeing here. I think that's going to be one of my favorite parts of just analyzing the choreo, but then taking a look at the actual episode and seeing how everybody reacts. I think that's going to be something I really enjoy, and I'm kind of glad they have the full cam excerpts and they overly chop and overly edit the performances, because it allows me to, you know, kind of separate and then be able to take a better approach looking at the choreographies, which is great. Now, the thing is though, my big thing that I guess if I were to look at this and I would say, what would be one thing that could potentially be a hurdle for them in this type of competition is the creativity side. So something that we can do know that the boys will have is their type of tricks and illusions and a lot of what in the world, how in the world did you do that kind of stuff. Things that are you normally don't see in a K-pop performance. You know what I mean? In this sense, this felt very much in the realm of the industry that they're in. It was great. It was awesome. But the question is going to be, for a type of show like this and some of the challenges that they'll have, part of the criteria or the subconscious criteria that will be is the type of creative aspect. So how are you going to show up and show something unique? And unfortunately, this one doesn't quite give us as many unique elements about it, outside of maybe some of the choices of their movements. But I'm just saying all that to say this was a very nice performance, and I am looking forward to seeing them grow in this process of pursuing different avenues that maybe they didn't have an opportunity to do in their current circumstance. So that's really fun.
Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch. If you want to see more, let's say I don't quite have all of these released yet at the time of me recording this for this video, Patreon is really a great place to really showcase that. But if you are an individual who's just okay with waiting to see them released every day on YouTube, I'm excited for the discussions that are going to naturally follow. Can't wait to find who is your favorite group from Road to Kingdom, and it is okay to go ahead and set some spoilers as well, because I've already seen the entire show, so there's nothing that's going to catch me off guard in terms of who wins this, that, or the other. So once again, my name is Jess. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.